Hey guys, welcome back. This is History of Digimon Digital Monsters Season 1 Episode 39 of my show, but this is about Episode 38. Now, before I actually start talking about it, I just want to mention thank you for your support with the channel, and this is actually my 1 year anniversary, so I want to thank you all for your support with the channel so up to this point and stuff like that. And I did try to upload this video a couple of times today. Hopefully this time it works out. I hope this time it works out, guys. I really want to get this video out of the way. I'm almost done the third arc, and I want to thank you for your support with the series so far and stuff. And like I said, today is my 1 year anniversary, so I want to thank you all for your support with my channel, helping me out with my channel. I got like 46. I'm hoping to get to 100. I really do. And one last thing. After I do these last two videos, which after this one, the last video for this arc will have to be a short one, which will have to be like under 19 minutes or something. And also, I'll do a set of character bios on the Dark Masters. And one last thing before I start talking. I want to thank you all for your support with me through the first year of my channel and stuff. Again, I just want to get it out of the way. Now, getting into it, this is History of Digimon Digital Monsters, Season 1, Episode 39 of my show, but this is about Episode 38. Now, before I start talking about it, I just want to tell you guys what this episode is called in the English dub. Episode 38 in the English dub is called Prophecy. Now, the reason why it's called Prophecy is because in this episode, an ancient Digiworld prophecy comes true and stuff. But the way this episode first starts off, it starts off with Ty kicking Myotismon's little mask thing that he has. And because I guess the reason why he does that is because he's upset that the fog barrier is still there and stuff. And then what happens after that is basically, then Gemini sends Izzy an email basically saying that, he's got good news for them. Although that looks like a graham cracker, it's actually an ancient text that he's translated. Now, this is the reason why this episode is called Prophecy, because of an ancient Digiworld prophecy. I'll tell you guys what the prophecy is called. It's basically goes like this. The first part of the prophecy says, the sky will be darkened by the wings of many bats. The fallen people will invoke the name of the undead Digimon King, and when the clock strikes the hour of the beast, the undead king will reveal himself in his true form as the beast. Then angels will shoot arrows of hope and light at the loved ones that they were sent to protect, and a miracle will happen. Now, this is going to sound kind of funny, but in the last part of the prophecy, it says, please always recycle. Now, I don't know if when the producers made the first season, they just put that in the prophecy as a little bit of a comedic kind of joke for it. I'm not really sure. And then Izzy's saying that he can't quite make heads or tails of it and stuff. And then it goes with where Joe and the others are, like, it shows them all showing up, and what happens after that is basically it shows the people in the convention center asleep, and then Kari's saying that this is all their fault, which is kind of true, because Myotismon came to the human world looking for Kari and Ganomon and stuff like that, so they kind of are partially responsible for it. Again, I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And then later on, then what happens is after that, what happens after that is basically what happens is after that, later on, Izzy's parents show up and they're wondering what's going on, and then Matt's dad is telling them that it's a long story, and what happens after that is basically they head back to the convention center. And like I said, Kari is saying that that's all their fault. And then Sora is telling Kari that the spell or whatever it is will wear off and things will return to normal. And she's looking at her mom and saying that that's right. And then what happens after that is basically later on, it goes to where Rhino's little math thing is, and then it shows his voice saying more energy, he's hungry and stuff, and then basically what happens after that is Myotismon, and then Devimon says that uh, it, it's okay, he's got lots of energy to have, and then his bats start eating some of his minions, and then Demi Devimon is saying that it won't be long now, the boss is gonna be back bigger and better than ever! And then what happens is later on, all the people start waking up and they're all saying this chant at the same time. Myotismon, Lord and Master. Myotismon, Lord and Master and stuff, which, in my personal opinion, it's kind of a little creepy because they're all chanting the same thing. And then Jim's saying that that's weird because physically speaking, they're all still asleep. It's like they're all having the same dream and stuff. And then what happens is Izzy starting asking them about the prophecy, and then Gabumon is saying that the first part about the bats came true, and actually the first part of the bats did come true beforehand. When Matt's dad saw them flying overhead, and then Ty's asking them Izzy about what the rest of the prophecy was, and Izzy's saying before the recycled part, it's said that when the clock strikes the hour of the beast, the the fallen people, when the clock strikes the hour of the beast, the the undead Digimon King would reveal himself in his true form as the beast and stuff. And then Kai's wondering what the hour of the beast is, and then Matt Dad is saying like 666. And basically what the 666 means is it means it's 6 minutes and 6 seconds past 6 o'clock, and then Kai's saying like, look, see, looks like triple six. It's an unlucky number. And then what happens after that is basically he looks at his Digivice and he says that it's almost time, and then Matt Dad is telling them to get into the van and stuff. And but before I continue with that, I just want to mention before that happened, Izzy's parents were explaining to him how they weren't his real parents, and they started explaining. And then Tentamon was off in the distance, and he starts crying, and he says, "Gee, times like this, I really wish I had a Digimommy." And then basically what happens after that is, when they're in the van, Ty is looking at his Digivice again, and then he says that it's almost time, and then when it hits the time frame where it is, it says showtime, and then Ty's like showtime, and then my oldest man shows up, and then Ty's like, is that my oldest man? And then Matt makes a little joke about that. He's about how big he is. He says that my husband's been taking his steroids, which is kind of funny. It's kind of a bit of a funny joke, kind of in my opinion. It's funny. And then Matt's dad is saying that it's his true form, the beast and stuff. And then basically what happens is Gabumon and Agumon start fighting, and then they go to their ultimate forms to fight him, and then as their ultimate forms, Wergarumon and Metal Greymon tell Ty and Matt to go to the convention center and warn the others of what's coming, and they say that they can handle him. But when they get back to the area, Metal Greymon and Wergarumon get knocked down, and their energy gets drained, and they turn back into Gabumon and Agumon. And then Ty's and then Agumon's apologizing to Ty because he was just too strong for them. And then Izzy's dad is wondering why that monster is so much stronger than the other ones. And then this also introduces the first Myotismon's final form for this first season, which is also the first Mega Level Digimon. He's known as Venom Myotismon and stuff. And when his character bio shows up, Izzy's saying that he's found some way to digivolve to an even higher level, some kind of Mega Ultimate level and stuff like that. And then Matt is saying that that's not fair. It's like changing the rules in the middle of the game and stuff. And then what happens after that is basically what happens after that is basically mm, they say that they need a miracle, and then Matt Dead is saying that the prophecy, that's it, and he's asking Izzy to look in the prophecy and see what it said about angels, and then in the next scene, Izzy is saying that angels will shoot arrows of hope and light at the loved ones that they were sent to protect, and a miracle will happen. And what happens is Izzy's wondering that if Anjuwaman and Anjuman are the angels in the prophecy, then Izzy's dad is saying that who are the ones they were sent to protect, and then Izzy is thinking that it must be TK and Kari. The angels will shoot arrows at the loved ones, and then then Tetamon starts making an analogy about that, saying that say he's a guardian angel, whose guardian angel is he? Izzy's. And then who does he love the most? And then he's saying that he was getting to that, his mom and dad, obviously. And then and then and Tetamon is saying that's true, but Kai and Kari have something more than just moms and dads. And then Izzy's dad is saying that they have brothers, and we're bingo and stuff. And then Izzy's wondering why they would want them shooting arrows at their loved ones, because it sounds kind of dangerous. And then Izzy's mom kind of makes a little reference about of the angel Cupid, where he shoots arrows that were arrows of love. And then he says that isn't that a bit corny and stuff, which I think is a bit corny in this case. And then Tetamon is saying that it may be corny, but he buys it. All they've got to do is have Anjuwaman and Anjuman shoot them with their arrows of love. And then what happens is after that, Ty and Matt are telling TK and Kari to tell them to have Anjuman and Anjuwaman shoot them with their arrows, and because they only do it if TK and Kari let them and stuff, tell them to, and then after that they contact Anjuman and Anjuwaman using their arrows and stuff, and then basically what happens is after that, Agumon and Gabumon are saying that what if the prophecy's like all wrong, and then Ty is saying that do they want a miracle to happen or not, and then Matt's saying that miracles require, or that Ty's right, miracles require a lot of faith, and then he's just telling Ty that he's asking him if he's scared, and then Ty's saying no, and how about Matt, and then Matt's saying of course not, piece of cake, and he's telling them that maybe he should just hold on to his hand just in case he decides to chicken out and stuff, and then Ty says that he'll do the same thing for Matt, and then basically what happens after that is after they shoot them with their arrows, it goes to a scene where a new form of Digivolution is introduced, which is only specific for Agumon and Gabumon. It's called Warp Digivolve, and they basically warp Digivolve to their Mega Forms, and then Ty's like, whoa, cool, and that's basically where the episode stops. But first, I'll explain to you who their Mega Forms are called. Their Mega Forms are called, Agumon's Mega Form is called War Greymon, and Gabumon's ultimate Mega Form is called Metal Garurumon, and I'll just explain to you what their attacks are called. I know this from the last episode. War Greymon's special attack in his first season is called Terra Force, and Metal Garurumon's special attack is known as Metal Wolf Claw. I'll explain more about those attacks when I do the last video for this arc. And that's basically going to end the video for this. So if you guys like this video on YouTube, just please give it the real best you guys can. And I'll see you guys next time. Keep it digital. And before I end it, I just want to ask if you could just leave a comment in the comment box, like telling me what was your favorite video that I did for my first year of my channel and stuff. I just thought I'd get that out of the way since this is my 1 year anniversary. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. So until next time, guys, like I said, keep it digital.